Hey home gymmers, it's Dan from Barbells and Beans, and today I'll be reviewing the Primal Monster Series bench. The Primal Monster Bench is the flagship model of the Primal range. It is built from 3mm commercial grade steel and weighs at around 50 kilos. The bench is finished in matte black. The seat and back pad supports are made from 10mm brushed steel and have laser etching throughout the bench for a polished look. The seat can be adjusted to create a minimal gap across all angles of pressing. The bench pad benefits from an injected molded urethane and double stitched rip resistant material. The frame is covered by a lifetime warranty and it has 1 year on the pads and parts. The bench offers 7 different bench positions which will improve to 8 once the decline attachment is released. There you have it guys, the Primal Strength Monster Series adjustable bench. So I've had the bench now for 2 weeks and I've had the pleasure of pressing with it across a few sessions. I even whacked out some Bulgarian split squats on it, didn't budge, which is really nice, and I can say it's phenomenal. It's up there with some of the best quality bench I've ever used, and I've used quite a few of them over the years, including British made manufactured benches and Chinese imports, and I think this is right up there and probably the top bench I've used when you take into account all the adjustability and the durability and the functionality of it. Some of the things I really like about the bench are the build quality. When you take it out of the box, it's pretty much made from one piece. You just take it out of the box, put it out, screw the pads in, and then the bench is good to go, which is a really good sign. I like the fact the wheels are welded to the bench as well. Normally with cheaper benches, you have to construct them yourself across multiple parts, and of course there might be a bit of user error, but I think this just screams quality when it comes out of the box. It has a really nice matte finish to the bench, really black, which is, I know for some people is very important, and it works really well. I really am a big fan of the laser etching. I think it looks really smart. What I like about is on the side of the bench when you're adjusting, it has the specific angle you're working to. So if you're in a program where you need to press off a 45-degree angle, not too hard to know, but it's right there, and you can do that across multiple pressing angles. What I did like about the bench was the fact it works excellent as a flat bench and an incline bench. If you read the description, it says minimal gap, not zero gap, so I think that's a big thing to note. Zero gap benches tend to have zero gap. This bench has a minimal gap, which is pretty much a zero gap. I think it's 6 2/3. Personally, I don't think it makes a difference not having that full connection. I think where the bench does connect, it is connected at the bottom, and I did notice a difference when I was pressing, and I found even when I was shifting my bum back to where the gap is meant to be, you couldn't feel it. It might be due to the high quality foam, but it worked really, really well. Other great things I love about the bench is I think it might be a one-stop solution for most people. I think those who are really passionate about their pressing, their body, bodybuilding, powerlifting, I think this bench can cover it all. Its space comes at a premium in a single carriage gym, which most of you will be having if you're in the UK, and I think this bench covers it all. I mean, I won't be getting rid of my Extreme Fitness flat bench simply because it's 14 inches wide, whereas this bench is 12. I think 12 is perfect for most people. I think it will cover all bases, it will feel good. I think if you're lucky enough to get out of a 14-inch bench, get them, but they don't seem to be made anymore. So I think I would really highly recommend you look at something like this. Other great things I like about the bench are the adjustability and its ease of use. It takes a little bit of getting used to on your first go, just making sure you can adjust the pads properly, but I really like the system that's been used on the seat to move it back and forward. I found myself actually just rocking it backwards and forwards a few times just because it was so smooth. Once you're locked in, you have to pull the pull safe pin out. Once you've got it locked in, it's really sturdy, it won't be moving, and it's fantastic. A few of the potential negatives you might want to look out for on this bench are, firstly and foremost, its weight. This thing weighs around 50 kilos empty, which is heavy. I don't know if they need to be that heavy. The bench is overbuilt, but you do feel it when you're moving around. Tied into that with the weight of the bench is the handle. I'm not a fan of the handle. I think it's almost like an afterthought, part of what is a fantastic bench. I think it's let down slightly by the handle. It's a small little handle. Cannot be stored upright. I think if you're in a commercial setting, obviously that doesn't matter. For the home gym user, I think that is quite an important thing to get right. You can get it upright if you get the right pads. Okay, it's a lot of money, but this is it doesn't hide that. This is a premium product and it's trying to be the best bench in the market, which I think it's very close to doing, if not it is doing. So it does come at a premium, but you have to think potentially you're covering the cost of 2 benches. So you're looking around sort of £200 for a great flat bench, and then plus around, you know, another £250, £300 for an incline bench. So I think for £500 all in, it's expensive, it's a big outlay, but it could be covered cost if you just, it can be justified to yourself. I think an important thing to think of when you're spending £500 on a bench is you need to have the right company providing you the bench. You need to have the right service, you need to have the right communication, you need to know that your bench is A, going to be in stock, which is very hard at the time of posting this video, and B, you need to know that it's going to get there. If you have any complaints or any issues, you're going to get that customer service that you deserve. Primal excel in this area. I think Steve is excellent. He's a big member of our group, puts a lot of time in with members, talking to them individually, despite running the company. And you know, you're always going to get an email responded to, a message responded to, and you're going to get that customer service that you're after. The other thing to note with this bench is it is in stock and it's available now. A lot of the other competitors for this bench are, although great looking benches, say like the Again Faster Zero Gap or the Bulldog 2.0, aren't in stock, and who knows when they're going to be getting in stock. With the Primal bench, it is in stock now and it's ready to go, and it's delivered fast. I think I was notified of getting a delivery within 2 days, and it was here just before Christmas. It came Christmas Eve as well, so that was a nice little Christmas present. So overall, really impressed with this bench. It is phenomenal, probably one of the best benches I've ever used and had the pleasure of using. There are a couple of things I'd like to see change. I think a longer pad would be great. I think maybe a new handle would be fantastic. But other than that, I think this bench is spot on and you won't go wrong with it. Also check out, we've got a free delivery code for all home gym users, so I'll link that in the description below. Be sure to check the bench out and let me know what you think. Any other questions, please let us know below. Go get some gains.